Hey! Hi there! Do you want to hear the most amazing story ever? It's a super exciting story. It's all about how our whole world, yes, this big, beautiful world, got made. Can you believe it? It's like the biggest, bestest adventure. And it all happened with God. He had a super plan. He was going to build everything from scratch. Wow! Are you ready to find out how he did it? It took 7 special days. Each day was full of magic and wonder. So put on your listening ears and let's go. This is going to be so cool, you won't even believe it. Okay, so picture this. Before anything we know, before the sun, before your favorite toys, even before yummy snacks, it was dark. Super dark. Like, if you closed your eyes really tight in the darkest room ever, that dark. There was nothing else, just darkness and quiet. God was there, of course, thinking about all the wonderful things he wanted to make. It was like a big, empty canvas, just waiting for some amazing colors and shapes. Can you imagine how quiet and still it must have been? Waiting for something incredible to happen. Just waiting for the very first wow moment. Then, on day 1, God had the most brilliant idea. He said, with his big, powerful voice, "Let there be light." And you know what happened? Poof! Just like that, there was light. Not just a little bit of light, but big, bright, beautiful light shining everywhere. It was the very first light ever. Can you even imagine how amazing that must have been? Suddenly, the darkness wasn't scary anymore. It was full of this brand new, sparkly, happy light. God saw the light and he thought, wow, this is good. This is really good. What an amazing start to making a whole world, right? And God was so smart. He separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day, which is when we play and learn. And he called the darkness night, which is when we sleep and dream. So there was the first morning and the first evening. Day 1 was done. Then for day 2, God looked around and thought, what next? He decided to make a giant space, a huge, wide-open sky. He called this amazing space sky. It was like a big, beautiful blue blanket stretching out far and wide, separating the waters above from the waters below. Isn't that neat? A brand new sky just for our world. So now we have light, and we have this amazing big sky. What could possibly be next on God's super creation list? Well, on day 3, God looked at all the water gathered in one place. He said, "Let the dry ground appear." And guess what? It did. Shwoop! The waters moved aside and up popped the land. Just like that. Now there were puddles and lakes and giant oceans, but also brand new, dry land. God called the dry ground earth, and he called the big collections of water seas. He looked at it all, the land and the seas, and he smiled. "This is good too," he said. It was starting to look like a real place, wasn't it? But the earth looked a little bit plain, just brown and bare. So, God thought, let's make it beautiful and green. And so, still on day 3, he said, "Let the land produce plants." And then, oh boy, it was like a super fast garden growing. Tiny seeds sprouted, and grass popped up like a soft green carpet. Then came all sorts of amazing plants. There were little flowers with bright, happy colors, red ones, blue ones, yellow ones, and big, tall trees with leafy branches reaching up to the sky. There were plants that would grow yummy fruits and vegetables too. The earth wasn't plain anymore. It was full of life and color. So cool! Now, can you believe all that happened in just 3 days? Light, sky, land, seas, and plants? Wowzers! But God wasn't finished yet. On day 4, he looked up at the big sky he had made. He thought, we need some super special lights up there to help us tell time and to light up the day and night. So, God made 2 great lights. He made the sun, a big, bright, warm sun to shine all day long. It gives us light to see and helps the plants grow big and strong. The sun tells us when it's daytime, time to wake up and play. What a fantastic idea that was. And what about when the sun goes down? God thought of that too. For the nighttime, he made a softer, gentle light. He made the moon, the beautiful moon that glows in the dark sky. Sometimes it's a big circle, and sometimes it's just a little sliver. And that's not all. God also sprinkled the whole night sky with tiny, sparkly, twinkling stars, millions and billions of them, like glitter thrown across a dark blue blanket. So now we have the sun for the day, and the moon and stars for the night. God saw these amazing lights and he said, "Yep, this is also very good. Our sky became so much more exciting. Okay, so the world has light, sky, land, plants, the sun, moon, and stars. It's looking pretty amazing, right? But God thought, the water is so big and blue, but it's a little quiet. So on day 5, God said, "Let the water be filled with living creatures." And zap, splash, wiggle. The seas and rivers suddenly came alive. There were tiny fish like little shiny jewels swimming all around. And there were big fish, like giant gentle whales gliding through the deep water. Can you imagine all the different kinds of fish? Some with stripes, some with spots, some that are super speedy, and some that just like to float along. It must have been like a giant bubbly underwater party. But God didn't just fill the waters. He looked up at the big, beautiful sky he had made. He thought, the sky needs some friends too, things that can fly and soar. So still on day 5, God said, "Let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." And whoosh, flap, tweet, suddenly the air was filled with birds. There were little birds that sang sweet songs like cheerful robins and tiny hummingbirds. And there were big birds with giant wings, like eagles soaring high, high up, looking down on the world. All sorts of colors and sizes, flying and singing and building nests. The sky wasn't just blue anymore. It was alive with fluttering wings and happy chirps. God looked at all the swimming creatures and all the flying birds, and he was so happy. He blessed them and said, "Have lots of babies and fill up the waters and the skies." He wanted the world to be full of life and movement and sound. Can you picture it? Fish darting through the clear water and birds singing their pretty songs from the treetops. It was becoming such a busy and exciting place. Every new thing God made was just perfect and wonderful. He was making a world that was not just beautiful to look at, but also super fun to be in, with all these amazing creatures. What a great job he was doing. Each day was like opening a brand new surprise gift, wasn't it? First light, then sky, then land and plants, then the sun, moon, and stars, and now all these amazing fish and birds. God was like the best artist and the best builder all rolled into one. He was thinking of everything. He wanted his world to have so many different kinds of life, each special and unique. The oceans were teeming, and the skies were full of flight. It makes you just want to say, wow, over and over again, doesn't it? What amazing things do you think God would make next? He still had one more day of making things. So the waters were full of fish, and the sky was full of birds. But what about the land? The beautiful green land with all its plants and trees. It needed some animal friends too. So on day 6, God said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds." And then, oh my goodness, here they came. There were big stomping elephants and tall, graceful giraffes. There were fluffy bunnies hopping around and playful monkeys swinging from the trees. Roaring lions and stripy zebras, tiny ants and wiggly worms. Every kind of land animal you can imagine, big and small, furry and scaly, God made them all. The land was now full of wonderful creatures. Then, still on day 6, after making all those amazing animals, God did something extra special. He said, "Let us make human beings in our image to be like us." And so God created people. He made the first man, Adam, and then he made the first woman, Eve. He made them to be special friends, to take care of the beautiful world he had made and all the animals in it. He wanted people to love each other and to love him. Wow, that's us. We are part of God's super special creation. He made us curious and clever, able to laugh and play and learn new things. Isn't that just the best thing ever? And then, after 6 whole days of creating all these incredible things, light, sky, land, plants, sun, moon, stars, fish, birds, animals, and people, God looked at everything he had made. He saw the bright skies, the green earth, the sparkling seas, the happy animals, and the brand new people. And you know what he thought? He thought it was not just good, but very good. It was perfect. It was exactly how he wanted it to be. So on the 7th day, God did something different. He didn't make anything new. Instead, he rested. He enjoyed all the wonderful things he had made. What a super week that was. And that's the story of how our amazing world was made. God created this beautiful home for us, full of wonderful things to see and do, and amazing creatures to share it with. He filled it with light and color and life. And he trusts us to be good helpers, to take care of the earth, the plants, the animals, and each other. So let's always try our best to keep our world clean and safe and happy, just like God made it. Because this world is a super-duper gift, and it's our job to cherish it. Isn't that a happy thought? Yay, world! Follow and subscribe for more amazing Bible stories like this.